We are learning more about the violent incident that sparked a deadly string of events in Fort Worth this week. According to police documents, Chastity Brooks here used a box cutter to slash a man's face and neck before stealing his truck and using it to plow into a game room, killing a man, then run over and kill a woman at a bus stop. Fox 4's Macy Jenkins spoke to a woman who was in the room when that first attack happened. Macy.
Hi, Steve. Yes, this woman I spoke to today watched Brooks attack the stabbing victim. She says that the victim was an acquaintance of hers named Todd. She also says that Brooks became agitated out of nowhere.
He just out of the blue, he just snapped.
Benny Jackson describes the Wednesday morning attack in her Fort Worth apartment that set off a deadly series of events, ending with Chastity Brooks arrested and charged with capital murder. And this was your first time meeting him?
My very first time.
Jackson says her friend Todd had introduced them that day. According to police documents, they were in the bedroom of Jackson's apartment smoking marijuana and having, quote, a civil discussion when Brooks suddenly got visibly agitated.
He was just standing there behind Todd, and all of a sudden he just grabbed him around his neck and started trying to cut him.
The arrest warrant affidavit says Brooks used a box cutter, slashing the victim's face and neck. Jackson says she called out for her son, who pulled Brooks off of the victim.
He jumped off of him and ran out the door and took Todd's keys to a truck and ran up in the truck.
Jackson says her friend had met Brooks about a month earlier after noticing Brooks sleeping behind Taz's game room. She says her friend even rented Brooks a hotel room at this Homewood Suites near Interstate 20. Jackson told Fox 4 he's now recovering from his injuries.
Trying to piece it together because he don't understand why would he do that to him when the things that he was doing for him.
Police say Brooks stole the victim's truck and used it to ram into the Taz game room on Camp Bowie Boulevard, hitting and killing Jeff Mazurowski. Police say he drove off, hit another vehicle, then struck and killed Leilani Snell at a bus stop before ditching the black truck, stealing another, and leading police on a chase and standoff. The arrest report says a SWAT officer was injured during Brooks' takedown. Fort Worth police say one officer got a few bruises during a tactical maneuver to stop Brooks when he backed his truck into a SWAT vehicle. Jackson wonders what would have happened if she had never let Brooks into her apartment.
Yeah, I was crazy for having him in my house, for one, and I just got to be careful on who I let in my house.
Now tonight, friends and coworkers of Jeff Mazurowski, who was killed at Taz Game Room, gathered in his honor for a balloon release. The family of Leilani Snell, who was killed near the bus stop, is now raising money to send her body back to the Philippines.